to West Palm Beach, Florida for a baby shower. We have a Grizzlies game the Friday night and the Sunday night. And I am flying Saturday morning for a 12:30 baby shower and then flying out Sunday morning to get back for the game.
Okay, so I'm going to be doing the pregame for you that night.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah, what could go wrong when you're taking a to-flight and from-flight within 24 hours of each other? What could go wrong?
12:30 baby shower and then flying.
Why do I hear myself in
yeah,
my
that's because
ear?
I had the
I don't
volume
like
thing
that.
on here. Hang on, I know, we got to play the music. Here's the music.
I did the option where I can get a refund, so if there's like bad weather, I wouldn't go.
I didn't know we were on yet, so like, man, I'm really glad I didn't curse or anything there.
I wish you would have.
I mean,
It's a Friday.
it's an FU
It's a
Friday.
Friday.
It's not FU Friday.
What a fun Thursday night football game.
It was.
Unironically.
Yeah, it
can't
was.
wait to
I
talk about
almost
it.
didn't turn. When I turned it on, it was already 10-0 Pittsburgh. And then, yeah.
Needed a little more from our friend Kenneth Gainwell. I played him in fantasy.
Yeah,
last night.
I don't know what to do. Like, I'm glad I don't play fantasy football.
Yeah.
But I haven't played in a long time. Like a
Played,
long time.
Jalen Warren all over the place. Finally got something out of Chase Brown.
Yeah.
I know everybody loves to hear about someone else's fantasy football team. You want to know
Do you
what?
have
We
mood?
always say that. I like hearing about other people's fantasy football teams.
Do you say that just so you can then tell them about your fantasy football team?
No, because I like to talk about fantasy football.
That's
Like it's
fair.
a big part of my
I get it.
my football season.
Yeah,
so
that's
I don't
cool.
mind when someone tells me. I'm like, oh, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Brother. We both have Travion Henderson. It's a terrible
Yeah.
experience. I feel your pain.
Yeah.
You had Jamar Chase. Congratulations.
This is like me talking about like sports cards and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I like to set up a dealer table at a card show and sell cards because I get to talk to other people about cards that come by. Like it's a
Yeah.
good time.
Good time.
Shout out to Jacob down there. He buys some stuff from me.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out Jacob.
Yeah. I give him a deal. I ain't trying
Got
to.
him a deal.
Well, I ain't trying to like, you know.
You're not trying to make a buck off
Yeah, I ain't trying to make a
coworker?
buck off a friend.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
That's so nice of you.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It is Friday, October 17th. It is going to be a good day. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee's not CJ Hurt behind the glass. For one more time this week, John Roser in for CJ Hurt behind the glass. Coming up on today's show, the Grizzlies wrap up their preseason tonight. Thank goodness. Can they get one win? What does it mean if they don't? We will get into all of it with Lang Whitaker in the second segment. Ballin' on Beal is the new Memphis Madness. That had the Tigers basketball teams downtown last night. Thursday Night Football gave us the Oldies Bowl, a classic between Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers. We'll do our RAGGOWS, our games of the weekend in college football and the NFL. And thanks to John Roser, we are doing a things that have to do with things in their 40s draft. Does that sum it up?
Yeah.
40 things?
I don't know what's going to happen with
Doesn't
this.
include the number 40 to 49.
Yeah.
It can be included in this draft. We'll get into it.
And I did not put the 49ers on there.
Oh, I thought for sure you were going to take the 49ers.
easy.
Way to spoil the
Too
draft.
easy.
We'll do some Music Friday, too. It's a Friday. You know what we say. Go Tigers, go.
Go Tigers, go.
Tigers,
Ballin' on
go.
Beal.
Ball.
The boys' mind.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
The boy is mine.
Let's go, Grizz! Let's go!
Oh, John Moran just broke the rim with that finish.
Defense, take that ball! Defense, take that ball!
Jared with a rejection.
Give me that!
Moran digs at it, knocks it away. Picked up by Pippen. Bob, Brendan Clark.
On that rim!
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Just walking through FedEx Forum, what's that been like for you?
To be back here knowing that this is going to help St. Jude, it's going to recognize Fred Smith.
Yeah.
Come on now, what he did as an individual. It's going to highlight the city and that what this great place is. There's not many cities like Memphis.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Grizz Nation, it's almost go time for the 2025-2026 Grizzlies season. There's no better way to tip off the season than the 3-game mini pack with 3 of the biggest matchups of the first 3 weeks of the season. Lock in your seats for opening night against the Pelicans, Halloween versus Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers, and Cooper Flagg's first trip to Memphis with the Mavericks. Visit grizzlies.com/packs to secure your pack today.
The second annual Hoops for St. Jude Tip-Off Classic is on Monday, October 27th at FedEx Forum. Don't miss Memphis women's basketball as they take on the Vanderbilt Commodores, or the long-awaited return of former Memphis head coach John Calipari when his Arkansas Razorbacks face the University of Memphis Tigers in charity exhibitions to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com, or you can get them at the FedEx Forum box office.
Presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? We made it to Friday. We will talk Grizz in the next segment with Lang. The 0-4 Memphis Grizzlies face the 0-5 Miami Heat. Roser, is that what preseason dreams are made of? I think so.
You know what? Something's got to give game. It's a something's got to give game.
Someone's got to win.
Somebody's got to get a dub.
Somebody's got to win. Somebody has their first opportunity.
What is that?
We've been using the same lower thirds since the first day. Yeah. Pulling back the curtain, we've been locked out of our show rundown Google Doc because CJ's in charge of it, and CJ's not here, and Jacob and I can't change things. So you've been a Jake Moody guy
I was like, so that
Monday.
wasn't there yesterday when I did.
It's been there every day that you've hosted this week. Yes.
That was there yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. I did
Johnny
not see
Hustle.
That. How about
Jake
that?
Moody guy.
All right.
It was coming off of Jake Moody's game-winning kick.
Yeah. Oh,
was that
okay.
Monday night?
That's Monday night. Yeah. So
Monday
that would have been
night.
Tuesday.
So ever since Tuesday.
Tuesday when we weren't live.
That was the last day that I made it into the rundown. So maybe CJ will fix things when he comes back next week. Locally last night, before we get into the Thursday night football action, they had Ballin' on Beal, which was the new Memphis Madness. Ballin' on Beal. It looked awesome. Like in terms of trying something new. Yeah. I give the athletic department and the University of Memphis major credit because far too often we just get sucked into the cycle of, well, we've always done it this way, and if it stops working, we'll just stop doing anything. But in this case, they adapted, and the second I saw that they put a blue basketball court on Beale Street, I was intrigued. Seeing the crowds out there last night was really impressive. They had the dance team, the cheer team, both the Memphis men's and women's basketball teams there. Alex Simmons beat Penny in a game of Tiger because we don't play horse or pig in this city. We play Tiger.
I like it.
Memphis Tigers. I appreciate it. It was fun to see Alex Simmons get the win over Penny too. It just looked like a good time. I had a little FOMO scrolling through Twitter.com last night because it looked really fun. And I got home later than I expected, and then I felt a little under the weather, and I was like, I don't have it in me to walk down to Beale Street. And I wish that I would have. And that's how you end up creating moments that people in the future will be like, hey, you want to know what looked really fun last year? Balling on Beale. Maybe I'm going to take my whole family down to Beale Street to celebrate the start of the Memphis Tigers season. So shout out University of Memphis.
You know, I think they have over there between the basketball program and what they do, at least like the social media wise with the football team. I think they're getting. I like the creativity they've got over there. They're doing some. You know, I think
they're doing something.
I think that is something that has been lacking in the previous, I would say, like 5 to 7 years over there. This kind of outside the box thinking. And I think they have done a much better job with it. I think the football program with the stuff they put on social media this week with Ryan Silverfield mic'd up at practice, and then also how they go to different landmarks in Memphis to announce, to prep up their next game has been great. And then I think balling on Beale for the Tiger women's and men's basketball team. I think this is a great idea. It looked awesome. Visually, that looked really, really cool.
Yeah, they went to the Grotto this week in Memphis for the football side of things and did their preview video for Memphis UAB and did like a whole Stone Cold thing. Good stuff. Creativity.
It's cool. It's creativity.
And past iteration, and I survived the terrible, horrible Justin Timberlake is coming to Memphis Madness
and
debacle. And Drake is coming to Memphis Madness. Old Drake, cool Drake. I stood at that Memphis Madness like 20 minutes after it ended because I was convinced maybe they were just running late. I was like, maybe they'll come back. I was still in local news at the time.
Here's what's crazy.
That was a crazy tie.
Okay, here's what's also crazy about that Memphis Madness. It's like, oh, we didn't get Justin Timberlake or Drake. Do you remember who was there?
Future!
It was Future!
It was awesome!
Like, I mean, Future Live is not awesome, but...
Okay, but it was cool to be in the room as...
It's cool to be in the room.
Somebody who likes Future to be at a work event and Future just comes through.
Artist, a massive artist.
Was that the Future year? I thought Future came the year after the...
Was it Wiseman?
Justin Timberlake debacle.
Well, Future was the Wiseman year. Was the James Wiseman Precious Achua year.
Yeah, you're right.
So that was supposed... Because that was the year everything was hyped up.
Because wasn't it? It was Future...
And then James Wiseman played 3 games.
I think
and
Black
we got
Boy
punished
JB
by the
showed
NC.
up.
Yeah, Black Boy JB showed up.
I think Damian Ball dumped over James Wiseman. It was like really
shout out to
sick.
Damian Ball. He just got released by some team.
Oh, too bad.
Derez Deshawn had his ones. I've been in Hardaway. Yeah, that song. I haven't heard from that guy since.
And then post-COVID, Memphis Madness just fluttered into the abyss, and that's okay. I think that happened at a lot of different schools. This isn't a problem unique to Memphis.
It's okay. But it also it costs a lot to put on in that building, like especially if you're going to get the music artist. The artist is what costs a lot. I mean, like I don't know how much you pay for. What do you pay for Future? 30 grand? 50 grand?
I don't know the
I have no idea.
I would imagine it's a lot of money.
for one song, for Future to do 1 or 2 songs, it's probably like 10 to 20 grand probably to get him to do 1 to 2 songs. So like it just gets to be expensive, and transfer portal happened, COVID happened, and you see your team just changes every year, and it's like, what are we?
But then it is hard because those young men and women on the teams don't get the full experience. But I thought they got an experience in Memphis last night, and Penny talked about it afterwards. And I think that's cool. Like, bottle that up, take the energy into the season, and go from there. So shout out Ballin' on Beale.
Shout out Penny Hardaway.
And shout out your old radio.
Tigers.
Your old radio.
Oh, yeah. This is still on
signage.
Beale Street. I sent this to Chris. Like, this is still on Beale Street. I saw this picture yesterday when they were setting up. Jacob, you can throw it up there if you want. But, like, yeah, look at this. It's Sports Radio, 7:30 a.m. Fox Sports Radio. This is yesterday afternoon. They're setting up. That awning is still up there. That's the very first radio station I worked at.
Wow.
We were out in a field in West Memphis, and then the first studio I was actually in was studio right there. Yeah, we were in a field in a trailer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
In a trailer.
Now you're in the glass box of Grind City Media.
If you had to go to the bathroom, you had to drive like 2 miles to a gas station in West Memphis.
Was it the gas station with the Dairy Queen?
I don't know.
That's my favorite reason to go to
Pilot
West
or a
Memphis.
Love's over there. There's lot lizards everywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thursday Night Football last night.
Yeah.
Can we fire up the Joe Flacco is elite meme in 2025? Will the Joe Flacco is elite meme ever really leave us at this point? That is the question. Listen, it was very fun. We can call it the Turn Back Time Bowl. We can call it the Oldie Bowl. We can call it the Icy Hot Bowl. We can call it the Prevagen Bowl. So some people call it the Unk Bowl. Then there was a question of, can 2 white dudes be unks? I don't know the answer to that question. Maybe not Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers of all things, but they did not disappoint. They did not disappoint. And I felt like it was 2014 again in this world. And Joe Flacco is 40 years old and threw for 342 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Joe Flacco on that nice little zone read pulls it, runs it for 12 yards. Where were you when you watched Joe Flacco in the year 2025 run a zone read perfectly?
That's by far the most impressive thing he did last night.
It was so fun.
People are surprised that Flacco threw for that much. I'm not.
I'm not surprised by anything.
No,
he has. Okay, here's the thing. Joe Flacco,
he can throw
in 10
the ball.
days, he can throw the ball, and in 10 days, got the magic lesson that somehow evaded Jake Browning. Throw the ball to Jamar Chase.
Just throw the ball to Jamar Chase.
There's number one. Throw it there. And most times he's going to catch it. And that's why you get one of the funniest memes of last night, or funniest videos that pops off, is the one time Jamar Chase didn't catch the ball, or one of his drops. The look on Joe Flacco's face was like incredulous. He's like,
he dropped the ball.
He dropped the ball. Because guess what? Most of the time he doesn't. He had 16 catches last night.
Yeah,
he was targeted 23 times.
That is by far the most targets. I mean, they said when he had his 17th target, they said that's the most anybody's been targeted in a game this season. So he hit 23 targets.
I saw somebody say A.J. Brown is punching air watching this game.
He's asking the Eagles to trade for Flacco.
He's like, is this what I need? A 40-year-old Joe Flacco?
Yeah, can we go trade for Flacco? Herb Street said it. So Flacco, we know Flacco can throw the ball still. We've always known Flacco can throw the ball. Drop back, give him some kind of protection. He will find a guy. He can still throw the ball. And they gave him that. Cleveland doesn't have any wide receivers for him to throw to. Get to Cincinnati. Herb Street said this. Said the first thing I found out talking to Joe Flacco about this Bengals team is he said blew his mind just how good Jamar Chase is.
Yes.
Just practicing with him. Like, this guy is incredible. And like you said, he catches everything.
And if it's not Jamar Chase, it's T. Higgins. And,
Yes.
and T. Higgins made the great slide down the stretch. But it's just the reminder, and I talked about this earlier this week. The Bengals have Jamar Chase, one of, if not the best receiver in the NFL.
I think he's
their
the- yeah,
wide
he's
receiver
probably the
2 in T. Higgins is like top 15.
Yeah.
T. Higgins is a wide receiver 1 on many other teams in this league. And instead he's number 2 with the Bengals. And I thought last night was also indicative of the difference between an abysmal offensive line and a not good but semi-functioning offensive line. The Browns had nothing to give in terms of protection for Flacco, and no weapons and no continuity offensively. And the Bengals have just enough, which is why when they had Joe Burrow at the helm, you're thinking, well, the defense still kind of stinks, but it's Joe Burrow and all these weapons, and maybe the offensive line will hold up with a little bit of like Elmer's glue, and they'll be able to obviously be the division winners and make a run in the playoffs. And then you remove Joe from the equation, and Jake Browning's not it. But now you have Joe Flacco, who is good enough. And sometimes that's all you need. When you have someone as good as Jamar Chase, they got the run game going with Chase Brown last night, finally. It's a big moment, and that's why you have Cincinnati fans last night chanting, "Thank you, Cleveland." And somewhere, Mike Tomlin, after the game, is just shaking his head, saying, I tried to tell you, like, why would you trade your starting quarterback, the guy you deemed good enough to be your starter at the beginning of the year, to a division rival?
It's crazy. It's bonkers.
Why would you do that?
It's insane. Even if it's like, I mean, this is a much larger level, but like the Cowboys thing with Micah Parsons. Like, it's been reported who the other team was that like came in and called the Cowboys. It was the Eagles. And even Jerry Jones is like,
Jones said no.
It's like, absolutely not. We're not trading him to the Eagles. Like,
I
you just
don't want
do
Micah
that.
here anymore, but I have values, and they include not trading one of the best defenders in the entire league to a division rival. It's just something you don't do.
So Flacco's not the level of Micah Parsons, obviously, but it is like, you're going to give a division team like life? You're going to give them some life?
Absolutely, because if Joe Flacco is not the quarterback last night, if Jake Browning is the quarterback, and I keep
Steelers
thinking
win that
about,
game.
yes, in like 99 out of 100 simulations, the Steelers win that game.
Yes.
And then the Steelers are in position to be the front runners in the division. And now the Bengals have life.
Yeah.
And that's just a wild thing. For the Steelers, you asked me yesterday if I believed in them. Defensively, very shaky.
Yeah, they are.
From a terms of shredding that Steelers defense. Like, what are you paying Ramsey for at this point?
They traded for Ramsey.
Time after time.
They're at least getting stuff out of Jonnu Smith. I mean, he had a touchdown last night. I think the big one to talk about is
they're paying a lot of guys.
No, the one to talk about is they paid him, and he's on the wrong side of that number, of that age. It's TJ Watt.
Yeah.
He's not. And Cam Hayward's old, but TJ Watt, like, I saw somebody do the dive on it. Like, they're like, last year was kind of a sign where it was like it started to dip a little bit last year. Still had a really good year, but it started to dip from what it was the previous 2 to 3 seasons. And TJ Watt. I have not heard his name barely at all this year, and I used to hear. I feel like I heard that guy's name every week.
But on the flip side of that, Aaron Rodgers still has it too. And
oh my gosh.
God, you nailed it. You could not have had a better take yesterday in Rodgers being top 2 arms ever.
Thrower
in
of
NFL
the football.
history.
Like
that Hail Mary attempt at the end of the game, you could not ask for a more perfectly thrown ball. And according to Next Gen Stats, it was the longest pass attempt since 2017, since at least 2017, since they started keeping track. It traveled 69.8 yards in the air from 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Like, he just let that thing
yeah.
fly last night.
And it made it to the end zone. Like, I was like, is that going to make, I thought at first, I was like, is that going to come at the 10? And I was like, no, that ball's still going. And it made it all the way to the end zone.
He threw for 249 and 4 touchdowns.
The touchdown to Freiermuth to put him up 1-2. Like, he had to throw a laser there. Like, Freiermuth found that spot in the zone, a little bit of a busted coverage, and he just freaking lasered that thing in there.
Okay, but that was also the funniest moment of the game. Did you see what happened after the Freiermuth touchdown late in the 4th? So Aaron Rodgers is, I think we have the video of it. So Freiermuth scores, and Aaron Rodgers is doing his little celebration.
Oh, yeah.
And his offensive tackle, Broderick Jones, comes and jumps on his back. And if you are of a certain age, you know the fear of going down like that. And Aaron Rodgers is so mad at Broderick Jones. I'm like, that is so relatable. This man's body could explode at any moment.
Right.
This man's coming off, and do you know what it's like coming off, and you don't? An Achilles tear where you think at any possible turn, you could step off a curb wrong, and you could tear that thing again, or you could tear your other one. It just makes you so acutely aware of how easy something can go wrong so quickly. And Aaron Rodgers, every time I've watched that video like 20 times, he's just so mad. Broderick Jones just wanted to celebrate.
Here's the other
thing.
thing
Tell his dude congratulations.
Well, here's the other problem with him doing that is literally 2 plays before that. If you look, go to the Freiermuth touchdown. What was down in distance on that? I believe it was like 2nd and 20, if I'm not mistaken. It was like 2nd and 20. And that's because Broderick Jones had gotten a holding penalty on the play before that, too.
So it was a mix.
Yeah. So it's
like Broderick Jones, one,
dude.
You made this way more difficult than it needed to be. 2, please don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
I am of a certain age.
Who is their backup?
I'm 41 years old.
Who is his backup?
Aaron Rodgers' is backup?
Is it
Mason Rudolph?
Mason Rudolph? Yeah. He's all-time Steelers backup.
Their quarterback room is Aaron Rodgers, Mason Rudolph, Will Howard, who's on the IR.
Did get Will Howard.
And Skylar Thompson.
Oh, he's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bad.
Yeah.
But
so Aaron,
Mason
hold
Rudolph,
it together, buddy.
Mason Rudolph, he's the new Chase Daniel.
Is he?
Just gets to be backup quarterback for
just the eternal backup
for
quarterback?
15 years. That guy's going to make so much money just being a backup quarterback.
What a life.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a fun time for Thursday Night Football. Less fun time for me watching a little baseball last night because the Mariners lost 8-2, and now they have to go back and try to win Game 5. Series tied 2-2. Meanwhile, the Dodgers beat the Brewers 3-1. They take a 3-0 lead. They're on the cusp of a trip to the World Series. We'll see how it all plays out over the weekend. We'll take a quick break here. We'll see if the Grizzlies can get their first and only preseason win tonight when they face the Heat in Miami. Lang Whitaker will join us. We'll talk to him about what to make of this Grizzlies preseason thus far, looking ahead to next week's season opener against the New Orleans Pelicans. We'll get into all that with Lang after a quick break.
Grizz Nation, don't foul out on dinner plans. Hit Sticks Express in downtown Memphis instead. Fresh hibachi, steak, shrimp, sushi tacos, and yes, our legendary sake slushy to keep things cool. Order online with code STIX901, STIX901, and knock 10% off your tab. It's the perfect pick and roll for game night. Sticks Express, fast, fresh, always a slam dunk. And hey, come see us at our Collierville location too.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
The Grizzlies tip off their 25th season in Memphis Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 o'clock against the New Orleans Pelicans. Presented by Pinnacle Financial Partners. Arrive early as the first 5,000 fans in attendance will receive a Grizzlies 25th anniversary t-shirt designed by Good Hippie. Get your tickets at Grizzlies.com/tickets today. Grizz Nation, turn up at FedEx Forum as the Grizzlies tip off their 25th season in Memphis with a 3-game homestand. To celebrate, fans can take advantage of tickets for as low as $25 for the first 3 games of the season against the Pelicans, Heat, and Pacers. But you'll want to hustle as inventory is limited. Visit Grizzlies.com/tickets today. I have never seen someone talk that much trash to a Memphis Tigers basketball team.
Yeah, you were talking crazy.
I had a dunk. I remember I turned to the stands and some lady, probably in her 70s, was giving it to me. I was like, sit down. I'm walking out the arena, cups and beers. I'm like, golly.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Jeff Dunham. You're the other white meat. How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other?
Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at JeffDunham.com.
Welcome back. It is Friday. That means it's time to catch up with Lang Whitaker. You're back. Grizzlies preseason is almost done.
You look at my shorts.
Because I have the same ones, and I realized that you were wearing them, and they're my new favorite shorts to wear around the house. I can't wear. It's kind of weird for me to wear basketball shorts out in public as a woman. Maybe that's a problem. I don't know if they can.
I don't know.
Find
Can you
them.
see the shorts?
But they're cool.
The Grizzlies.
They're like little Grizzlies basketball practice shorts.
Okay, we're not trying to see the leg, Lang.
Yeah, we don't need to see the leg.
We're not seeing Lang leg.
Well, I was like looking
Calm down, Rosa.
looking at his game, so it's on me. We get to see the Grizzlies tonight take on the Miami Heat.
Great.
7 o'clock, the final preseason game. 2 0-for teams in the preseason. When you look back at this Grizzlies preseason, Lang, What matters to you?
You know what? Last night I had my son had a school event, like a family school. It was the picnic, the fall picnic, whatever. So everybody's out there. So all the kids are running around playing sports, and all the parents are off on the side talking. I cannot tell you how many people came up to me and it was like, should we be nervous about this? Should we be worried about it? And my answer to everybody is like, I don't know. I can't tell you what to, like, I don't know.
My go-to has been, I refuse to make declarative statements about anything I see in the preseason.
All right.
Give it time. I said, we can have another conversation. I was at an event last night, same exact thing. So, I mean, all that to say, that is the overriding thought process locally and with Grizzlies fans is, should I be concerned about this? Should we be nervous about this? I did really appreciate yesterday Chris Harrington over at the Daily Memphian.
I was going to tell you, he made me feel
so much better, right?
So much better about the
What
did he do? I didn't see it.
So he went through, and basically the premise was, do we have a reason to worry? And he went through and laid out bad preseason precedents. So courtesy of Chris Harrington, who always does great work with this, let me try to make you feel a little bit better. So when was the last time an NBA team went winless in its first preseason with a new head coach? It was last year. Cleveland Cavaliers went 0-4 under Kenny Atkinson. Did this carry over to when the games counted? Of course not. The Cleveland Cavs started on a 15-0 streak on their way to a 64-win season.
Did the Cavs give up 140 points a game in that 0-4 preseason?
I don't have the answer to that.
Yeah.
So put a pin in that.
Just a thought.
But Cleveland wasn't even the worst preseason team last preseason. That was the Sacramento Kings, who went 0-5 with a minus 11.6 point differential. The Kings did go on to have a losing regular season, but they did start the season 5-3.
Yeah.
So there was optimism there early. 2023, worst preseason team was the Pelicans. They went 1-3 with a negative 10.8 point differential. They started the regular season 4-1 and won 49 games that season. In 2022, 3 teams were winless in the preseason with double-digit negative differentials: the Hornets, the Pistons, and the Bucks. The Hornets and the Pistons were bad all season. The Bucks started 9-0 and had a 58-win season.
Yeah.
2021, last one, the Lakers and Trailblazers were winless in the preseason with double-digit negative differentials. Both teams went on to losing records, but the Lakers started 5-3, the Blazers started 10-8 before only getting to 27 wins.
During the Hornets game, During the Hornets game, I spent some time because I was like, I've been here 9 years now. I was trying to think of like what was the worst preseason since I've been here. I was like, surely there's been a year that the Grizzlies have started off disastrous like that. No, I went back and looked. Every year it's like 500 in the preseason.
So that's why.
Although there were some preseasons like 8-9 years ago where the Grizzlies played like 8 preseason games. There was years they played a ton of preseason games, which I don't remember them having that many preseason games. This cuts it down, so I guess there's less chance to like win a couple in there. But the thing that scares me is not so much that like I'm not really worried if you go 0-5 in the preseason. I don't think that has to. There's a straight line to being a bad team in the regular season. The thing that scares me is like they're setting trends that don't look good. Like they're playing poor defense every game, the entire game. Like it's not like there's like a quarter that's bad. The first half of that Hornets game, they were pretty bad defensively. And you think, well, at least they'll figure out that stuff. And they're like, hold my beer. Here's 45 points in the third quarter. There's like some bad moments in this thing. People are like, John Morant's coming back. And I was like, yeah, but John's not going to hold another team under 145 points.
Right. And then the other piece of that has been rebounding. That has been in and out. But I would say in terms of the two most worrisome trends, defense and rebounding, and then you're saying, well, once they get Zach Edey back, but Zach Edey is coming off of a significant surgery, and the target is, of course, late November, but it could be early December. It could be, I don't want to speak that into existence, but like just realistically speaking, how much does one Zach Edey solve in that regard?
Like we won the rebounding against the Hornets, as Bennett pointed out yesterday on Gary's show, and I was like, yeah, but like you're going to win the rebounding when the other team doesn't miss shots. Right. when the other team's dunking and getting layups and hitting wide open threes, like you might have more rebounds on the other team when the other team doesn't miss. So I think the rebounding is yes, that's an issue and a topic, and it's been. But defense, transition defense, those things, And the other thing to remember though, like the last 7-8 years, maybe less than that, but during the Taylor Jenkins era, that first month and a half of the season, the Grizzlies were always like a bottom 5 defensive team.
And then would round
every
out
year.
and
And then they would
become
flip
a
it
top 10 defensive team
every
in the
single
second half
year.
of the
Somehow,
season.
like they figured that out. So maybe that's these guys, because it's pretty much the same group of players. Maybe they're the ones who like figure out, oh, I can do this better, I can do that better, whatever. Maybe that's a coaching thing. I don't know, but they gotta. If it starts off the way it's going now, you're gonna have to have that same scenario.
But I also think obviously Jaren solves some piece of it defensively,
You
and
would
that was
hope.
his first game coming off of toe surgery. So I'm just saying things that I'm trying to level rationally with myself and not be oh my gosh, the house is on fire. The preseason has been abysmal to watch. You also have the situation in that last game where, sure, Jaren comes back, and that's great. Like, yay. Jaren Jackson Jr. came back for a preseason game, which means he should absolutely be there come opening night when this actually matters, and Zion Williamson is barreling into the paint time and time again, and the rest of the length for that Pelicans team. He didn't have a true point guard playing that team the other night. No Ty Jerome, no Scottie Pippen Jr., no John Morant. Like,
sure.
Good reps for Javon Small.
He's a true point guard, but he was like a low second-round pick.
Exactly. And playing his, third NBA preseason game. So there's just been such a chaotic energy to who has been available for the Grizzlies throughout these games that even when you have something where you get a Jaren back, you're still left at the end of the night thinking, this isn't what it's going to look like.
Yeah. By the transitive property, if you think, well, Jaren came back and they struggled in that first game back because he's trying to find his footing. He's he took 16 shots in the first half. He's trying to figure out kind of how he fits into things, all that. Well, presumably Ja returns on opening night and he's going to have the same growing pains. So if Ja's coming back and you're trying to figure out the same thing, didn't look good the other night. So maybe there's a way we can get them back out there together earlier or have some, maybe hopefully practice more together, something. Because, I don't know. So I spent the whole night last night deflecting and people saying like, hey, so do I need to be? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know the answer.
Right. There's a desperation for clarity that we simply don't have. Like there's a big old smudge on the glasses looking at this team. On the microscope of this team, I can't quite find myself saying, you know what? Yes, I absolutely feel way X or way Y about this team.
I've been hosting Gary's show all week, and on Monday, Michael Eaves was on there from SportsCenter. And somehow the discussion turned to hope and how one of my favorite phrases has always been like for sports fans, hope is a hell of a drug. Like that's all you need is a little bit of hope.
Just get a little high on hopium.
Well, there's been 4 of these games, and there's not a lot of hope coming out of them.
And I think that's very hard from a fan standpoint.
Yes.
Because fans are humans. We have human emotions. And so and it has to be hard from a coaching staff standpoint because you hear Tomas Isolo after every game say, this isn't about the results. This is about the collective information that we're gaining on players being put in uncomfortable situations and what more can they do? Where can we push them in ways that wouldn't maybe be their natural tendencies? But that's counterintuitive to the fan experience of wanting to watch something that doesn't look hard or laborious. It looks like something that gives you hope. And coming off of last season with how everything transpired to the point where they move on from Taylor Jenkins, they bring in T.I. as the interim, you get swept by the Thunder, sure, Ja figured something out, but then he gets hurt. Fans are just left in this perpetual state of, is this team good anymore? And the injury piece of it does not help because that was the big thing that I heard over and over last night was, this team's so injured again. Is this team ever going to be healthy? I was at a hair appointment with a bunch of women in a hair salon, and the only thing they could tell me about the Grizzlies was, aren't they all hurt again?
Yeah.
That's a bad rep to have going
But I
into
think
the year.
that's just something that's common to sports fans. Like, look, I'm a Georgia Bulldogs fan. We won back-to-back titles. Back-to-back titles. That never happens. 2-3 years ago. And now it's still the same thing. Everybody's like, oh, this team, they can't do it. They can't get it together. Like there is no grace period for a sports fan when your team is good. Even when you have a couple years where the team's good. For the most part in sports, it's not a straight line. It's like, hey, we're good, we're bad, we're good, we're bad. It goes up and down. There's seasons to it. You have trending times and times where you can't get it together. But I think for sports fans, we don't want our teams to have to be ever struggle. Right. It's supposed to be great all the time. It's that easy.
Well, that's not life.
I know. So I think that's a common thing for sports fans. Is like we look at our teams as like, what's the deal with these? Why do we have to be injured? Well, everyone is.
Yeah. When it comes to reasons to have hope, I don't think this has helped, but I don't want to put too much on it either. Yeah. The Cedric Coward preseason experience has not been out of this world. This guy is going to be the ceiling raiser of the Grizzlies. Put him in the starting lineup immediately. He deserves more time. People who are crashing out over Cedric Coward after preseason games.
4 games.
Absurd. What have you made of Cedric Coward, though? And, and where would you like to see his game continue over the next couple months?
He needs minutes. He needs time. I mean, the dude hadn't played in 11 months in a real game.
And that's where the preseason is good for someone like him.
And you see, like, you and I got into it with people on Twitter the other night because I was like, he looks good.
Yeah.
Like he gets better every game, and people are like, no, he's not.
It's only against the scrubs.
Yeah, it was like, well, he gets better. You
Reps
can tell.
are important.
Like timing is so important in the NBA. Like you can tell, like he's getting to the right places on the court. Mm-hmm. Sometimes he's like a half second slow or a split second slow, whatever it is, but he's getting there, and he's got the athleticism to kind of still be okay in those moments. But as he figures it out, he's going to get better. The thing that gives me the most confidence about Cedric Coward is hearing him talk.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's sort of counterintuitive, but you hear him talking, you're like, oh, he gets it. He's smart. He's going to figure it out. Like, there's people you just know they're going to be fine. Like, he's one of those guys to me.
It's hearing him talk, and it's the continued perception of other front offices' evaluation of Cedric Coward through the draft process that led the Grizzlies to trading up to target their guy, as Zach Kleiman has called him many a times. But even in that NBA GM survey, where the Grizzlies sure aren't mentioned a lot, but one of the places they pop up is which team got the greatest value for where they took their rookie in the draft. And Cedric Coward got a fair number of votes within that. Ace Bailey was number one by a long shot, but there is still this like tantalizing, this is the guy that had someone write a real pre-draft process article comparing him to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. And we can have discussions on if anyone should ever have that unfair
but I mean,
level put. And I know you've said Kobe Bryant had a tough rookie season.
Kobe wasn't good his first year or two. Like, it took him a while to figure it out. And I think it's going to take Cedric Coward some time, maybe not 2 years, but I think he's definitely going to be a contributor to this team. It's just a matter of how. Like, he's just struggling shooting the ball in these games. That to me is like that he'll be fine. Mm-hmm. The shooting's going to be there. He's got a good shot. He's got a good form. It's just not going in right now, and I'm sure it's like weighing on him a little bit. I think he's going to be a good part of this team. But my question is, I brought this up yesterday on Gary's show. Like, you remember Taylor Jenkins was using like 10, 11-man rotations to start last season, and people were knocking him for that. If Coach Isalo goes with a more traditional 9-man rotation, like, who are the 9?
That's what I was just going to ask you. Who are the?
I think Cedric Coward's part of that 9.
Okay,
that's my question.
I was going to say I will not hold you to 9. I was just going to ask you, Game 1, Pelicans. Next Wednesday,
let's go.
Who are the players that you?
Who's the starting 5? So it's going to be
Ja. I would assume
KCP,
Jalen, Caldwell Pope, Jalen, Jaren, and Jock Landale.
And Jock Landale. So then you got, let's say 4 guys off the bench. So
assuredly have Ty Jerome.
You need a guard. You need
Scottie
a big.
Pippen Jr.
Santi. And that leaves one more. So is it Cedric Coward?
It's Cedric.
I think it's Cedric.
But then what about?
None of them. Whoever you're about to say hasn't asserted themselves. Now I will say the one wild card, and Roser and I said it yesterday. It's John Conchar.
I was going to say, he's been great.
He's been
the skill
really
set
good. Of
the Swiss Army
things
knife.
that they lack that nobody else has said, you know what, actually I'll do it.
You mean playing a role?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the
gets
sheer
rebounds,
audacity
plays
of
defense.
playing a role.
He had the same amount of rebounds.
And no one's going to be happy hearing
did combined the other night.
Yeah. I mean, so maybe there's like a 10th spot that's like a wild card spot on this. Maybe he's the Cedric Coward spot in this. But I think there's got to be, like the other night in that Charlotte game, nobody could score, and Coach Isalo was clearly just trying to like find somebody who could do something. He put in Cam Spencer, and Cam Spencer comes in and goes nuclear right off the bat. So
I
like
think he could be the future John Conchar.
There could be that kind of person.
Microwave shooter.
We didn't mention Gigi. We didn't mention Vince.
So then, okay, I want you to order.
Yeah.
Gigi, Vince, Omax, because I at this point would put Max Prosper.
I would too, but he was a DNP the other night.
Right.
A healthy DNP. I think like those guys, like, so what do they bring to your team? Like if you're having a game where you need points, Gigi, let's get in there. Let's see what you got tonight. If you need some stops defensively, Vince, come on, let's get out there. I think those guys have got to be role players, and they've got to embrace these roles and find these roles.
And make the most of minutes, and that's what we haven't seen.
No one's done that except for Conchar. Like Conchar's been the most consistent performer off the bench for this team, which is sort of wild. But maybe like this is his system that that maybe this system fits his game better than Coach Jenkins' system did. Mike Wallace called him the Swiss Army knife the other day.
Yeah,
and I was like, he kind of is. Like he kind of does a little bit of everything. And
I used to call him and I wasn't the only one, but when he got like the magic conch designation, but I would always think of him like the shell in Mario Kart, where you just throw it out there and see if it hits some stuff and messes stuff up for the other team. Like that's just throw in the conch.
The conch shell.
And there he goes. Yeah, and that's what John Conchar has been since he got here, and it is frustrating that one of the other players that was assumed to be given the opportunity to take hold of clearly being Gigi.
Vince.
Yeah. And the fact that they did not is tough. When it comes to the beginning of the season for the Grizzlies Pelicans, because this is our last time chatting with you before
opening night,
which we're all thrilled for next Wednesday. They get the Pelicans on opening night, and then they play Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Monday.
Yeah.
All here at home, which is important.
They're just putting us to work right off the bat.
They are putting us to work right off the bat. Pelicans, Heat, Pacers, Warriors. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no. The Monday game's on the road. Oh yeah. Marked safe.
It's only,
in my calendar, it's at home. Pelicans, Heat, Pacers. So 3 at home. Realistically speaking, what do you think will constitute a good start for the Grizzlies, considering...
I mean, 3-0, but...
Of course, but...
2-1?
Yeah.
I mean, the Pacers are a team that are without their best player, so maybe you probably have a good shot at them. I don't know what to make of this Pelicans team. I know Kevon Looney's now out, so they don't have size anymore. So that's
still have size.
They have some. Yeah, they have Eves and Missy, and they should be okay. I mean,
they have a lot of length.
They have a lot of girth. Zion.
They also have Jordan Poole, which is going to be
true.
I don't know what
to make of this Pelicans team.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was arguing they're going to win 49 games this year, 48 games.
The Pelicans?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, all right. I mean, ESPN said we're going to win 51, so who knows?
And that went down.
Whatever. It's.
I've seen anywhere from like 39 to 51.
I have too. Yeah.
So
yeah. So
quite the range.
I would say if we can get 2-1 out of this, like that Heat team, I don't know what to make out of them. We'll see them tonight. So maybe
will we?
I don't know. But we learned something about them. They were always a team that I think you could. I don't think the Heat are going to score 145 points against you, put it that way. So I think the Grizzlies, if we can go 2-1 out of that first 3 games, that's a good footprint to get off on. And the thing I'm most curious about seeing is these rotations and seeing like who plays and who doesn't and all that.
Before I let you go, what did you make of the Kurt Signetti contract that came out yesterday? 8 years, annual compensation of $11.6 million. With over $90 million of guaranteed money if they fire him without cause.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Indiana, like who else are you going to get?
Yeah.
Like this is your guy, right? You found your franchise
and you were digging in.
Yeah.
And locking him
let's
up.
double down. We don't want you going to Penn State. We don't want you going somewhere else. And I'm sure behind the scenes, Signetti floated the idea of, oh, well, there's offers out there.
Of course.
And Indiana, I mean, he's also an older coach. You know, he's not one of these 35-year-old guys. He's in his, I think he's 59, 60.
64.
Yeah, he's older. And that was his whole thing, was he was an assistant forever for all these other guys. And
so
Saban.
That keeps him there until he's 72.
He was a Saban assistant who wanted his shot as a head coach.
Right.
And he was in his 50s, and he decided, I want my shot. And that's how he kind of started small and then ended up at James Madison and then Indiana. And he's become a great coach at an older age. And so he's not going anywhere. Yeah. So I don't know what Penn State's thought in all this is. To me, this is clearly a stay away from our coach, Penn State.
Don't touch him.
Yeah, and other
Leave
schools
him alone.
like Florida, whoever else is going to have openings coming up.
Maybe after this weekend.
Yeah, it looks like on Sunday they might have it opening. So Indiana locks down their guy. I don't know now who becomes is Penn State really going to go hire Matt Rule? They're going to hire.
It sure feels.
I guess they are. He played there.
Not sexy. I can't think of the word I'm looking for.
It doesn't feel like an improvement from James Franklin to me.
Not an obvious improvement.
Maybe like a vibes improvement. Did you see the press conference Matt Rule did this week?
Yes, I did.
And they were like, "Tell us about Penn State." He said, "I love Penn State."
Yeah,
on the Nebraska stage. I met my wife there. I love everything about it. You're like, "Oh, okay, well, this is kind of weird."
Before we let you go, your Georgia Bulldogs play Ole Miss, and what's my game of the weekend when Rosa and I do our RAGGOWS in the next segment. How much faith do you have in Georgia at this point in the season? Because I feel like the SEC is built on a shaky belief system right now in terms of who is the best.
You're just a hater from the outside.
No.
A shaky belief system.
Who is the best? I'm sorry, do you confidently have an answer of who the best team in the SEC is right now?
Yeah, it's Alabama right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
But how confident do you feel in Alabama being good enough to go win a national championship?
If they can protect Ty Simpson, pretty confident.
Okay.
If they were running, if he's running for his life like he did that Florida State game, no, not that confident. The thing that my confidence in Georgia is with their ability to figure stuff out. Like every single game, the first quarter, the other team comes down, scores on the first drive. And then as the game goes along, Georgia figures things out and flips it to their advantage. That Auburn game, I know they got the call that went their way right before halftime, although I think it was the correct call.
Of course you do.
And I also think it was payback for Cam Newton fumbling at the goal line 15 years ago and not getting called.
And you probably think Kirby was also absolutely clapping.
No, he was calling a timeout. That one, there's no.
Okay,
there's no deny.
I'm glad. I'm glad you have some.
Although I think Terry McCauley. Do you follow him on Twitter?
Yeah.
He actually realized the camera angles weren't synced up, and if you sync up the camera angles, it's a fumble clearly. Yes. But Georgia held them to 15 yards in the second half. Like that kind of gets. I understand the referees did all this to Auburn, but Georgia held them to 15 yards in the second half. And like that's the Kirby Smart thing to me is like he's so good at figuring out what other teams are doing and taking it away from them as the game goes along. And if Georgia can just be okay offensively, Ole Miss leads the country and plays over 30 yards per game. Georgia's secondary is sort of their problem this year. So I think Ole Miss hits a couple of those long plays during this game. I think Georgia can win this game. They can run the ball now. Their offense is Georgia leads the SEC in points.
Yeah.
They're going to be okay offensively against this Ole Miss defense. It's just, can you hold Ole Miss to not getting a lot of those big plays that they're so good at? And I think they can. I think Ole Miss covers. It's 7.5, 8.5. But I think Georgia's going to win the game.
All right, we will see how it plays out. Lang,
what's the Ole Miss mascot?
Thanks for joining us.
Anybody know?
Didn't they make it the Shark?
Yeah, isn't it the Shark or a bear?
I asked somebody last night, an Ole Miss fan.
It's the Shark.
And he said, "Are you messing with me?" And I was like, "No, I don't understand. It was a bear at one point."
Yeah, it was a bear. It was a
and then it was
bear.
Captain
It's
Rebel.
Tony the Land Shark.
Yeah.
At some
The
point.
Land Shark.
Although has
of
not been
course.
seen at games since 2021.
Okay, that's fair. It was a good mascot. I liked Tony
The Land Shark?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't have one now?
Land Shark.
No.
It's very confusing. It's
Well,
not like
that's what-
Tusky.
That's what
Roser's a big
happens when
Tusky
your
fan.
old mascot
I like
is what it
Tusky.
was.
I like Tusky.
Yeah, we're big fans of Tusky here. All right, we'll
All
take
right,
a quick
thanks,
break.
Rob.
We'll come back. We'll do our RAGGOWS, our games of the weekend in college football and the NFL. Battle of the Bones for Memphis. We'll get into some big SEC matchups, Big 10 action, Big 12. There's a great college football slate this weekend. Plus from the NFL. And still ahead, we will do a draft. Roser is having us draft things in their 40s.
Whoa, hold on. You agreed to this.
I did, but you came up with it, and so I want to make it perfectly clear
I was
that
trying
this
to
was
get
the ideation of John Roser.
but you made it sound like it was a bad idea and it was my idea.
No, it's a good idea. I just don't know how to describe it. So
I wanted you guys to
properly
draft
describe
drafts.
it.
Okay.
What happened to my idea?
Yeah, but then after
Drafts.
Then
Let's
what,
draft
a
drafts.
Guinness?
No,
That's all we've
NFL
got.
draft, NBA draft. You could do the sports drafts
But
plus
there's only
Military draft.
military draft. Guinness.
We got a lot of drafts.
Wind.
It's very pertinent.
Next time.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back.
The boy is mine.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
The boy is mine.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Just walking through FedEx Forum, what's that been like for you?
To be back here knowing that this is going to help St. Jude, it's going to recognize Fred Smith.
Yeah.
Come on now, what he did as an individual. It's going to highlight the city and that what this great place is. There's not many cities like Memphis.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Intelligence, his all new tour.
You're the other white meat. Ramsey, how can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other?
Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jefftudham.com.
Is it weird that you're going to be like one of the elder statesmen on that team?
The kids think I'm older than I am. They think I'm like 30, and I'm like 24. So it's humbling. It's not great when you have a kid that just got here and they don't believe when you tell them you're 24. But I guess it helps because maybe they respect you more. I don't know.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Welcome back. It is time for our RAGGOWS. Our games of the weekend in college football and the NFL.
I'm just trying to do my best CJ job.
You did pretty
here.
good. The chat said yours was perfect. So that's pretty damn good.
Let's go.
Respect points for Battle of the Bones. Not one of my RAGGOWS because there's some really, really good football games, and hopefully Memphis just absolutely stomps UAB this weekend, and it should not constitute a game of the weekend. And they get the bones to stay in Memphis.
Yeah.
Best trophy in college sports and college football. And then we're talking next week about Memphis doing its job, South Florida doing its job, and maybe we're still flirting with the idea of College Game Day coming to Memphis.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll, the guest picker for College Game Day this weekend.
It's still a thing, huh?
So you're telling me it's still a thing?
Jelly Roll's still a thing.
Maybe one Jelly Roll song.
I can't tell you one.
No?
I've heard some of his songs, and I'm like, okay.
Jelly Roll songs. I can't.
I'm sure he's a nice guy. I bet he's a great guy.
Ones.
You know
I've heard
what?
He's super nice. Oh, Halfway to Hell. I know that song.
2 Shinedown
Son of
shows
a
ago,
sinner.
not the last Shinedown show here at the Forum with Bush, but the one before that when it was them in 3 Days Grace. Okay. I would walk backstage, friends and family, shout out Zach Myers, and freaking Jelly Roll was just standing back there talking to people. This is before he he was famous. He was getting he was famous.
Yeah.
But it's before he really
took
took off. Yeah.
He was here.
But good for his success, man. Shout out to him.
I watched him at River Beat 2 years ago.
Okay.
He was he was good. He puts on a good show. I see why people really like it.
Great to the crowd.
Yeah.
And yeah.
All right, your first game is Tennessee, Alabama. It's the third Saturday of
It
October.
is. I was
I'll
like,
fill it in for you. I got you.
Because I sent you. I'd have to look at our text.
It's okay.
Tennessee, Alabama. The reason it's the third Saturday in October. It is.
I don't know. Did you know it's the third Saturday in October?
Yes, because it's Tennessee, Alabama.
Oh, it's the third Saturday in October.
It's the third Saturday in October. There's a bunch of stuff going on here. Tennessee likes to run the ball. They're one of the better running the ball teams in the SEC. Alabama doesn't really stop the run, but Missouri, they did have success on the ground. Vanderbilt did have success on the ground, but they weren't able to sustain. Why? maybe Alabama just did a really good job stopping Vandy. 20 rushing yards in the second half. But for Missouri, they got down. They got down to them. Georgia the same way. Georgia had over 200 yards rushing against Alabama. But they got down. Like, you've got to get up on Tennessee, or you got to get up on Alabama. How you do that, you've got to get pressure on Ty Simpson. The Missouri first half to second half was way different. The second half, they started getting pressure on Ty Simpson. They caused him to fumble at the beginning of the second half, ended up scoring a touchdown right there. And then all of a sudden you look up and you're like, wait, Alabama was dominating, and now they're not. For Tennessee, they've got to get pressure on Ty Simpson early and often. They've got to get out there on the field. Deshaun Bishop, the running back, left the Arkansas game. He's going to be back. Deshaun Bishop, he matters to the running game, so does Star Thomas. If Tennessee can run the ball early and get a lead, then they can continue to run the ball, keep Ty Simpson and that what can be a high-powered Alabama offense off the field. The only thing that worries you if you're Tennessee, worst pass defense in the SEC. Ty Simpson, 16 touchdowns, 1 pick. He doesn't make mistakes.
I'm going to jump straight to your second game because we already did enough of Ole Miss Georgia with Mr. Georgia himself. That game I'm just seeing as a peak. Are you good?
Yeah.
Who is good? Who is actually good status? Your second game, you stole it from me. It's USC at Notre Dame, number 20 USC at number 13 Notre Dame, 6:30 on NBC.
Yeah, this is about your team.
Oh, yes.
This is all about your team.
Believe in this team. I will change my belief-o-meter
because if
on
you're
USC if they go into South Bend and win this game.
If you're a big-time program, one, you're coming off an emotional win against Michigan
Yes.
because there's a lot of trash talk between Sharon Moore and Lincoln Riley didn't want to totally get involved with during the week, but, you know, it is what that is. Convincing win over Michigan. What is Michigan? I don't.
Not sure.
Not really sure.
Watched
They beat
the same
Nebraska.
USC team lose to Illinois.
They won on the road to Nebraska, and what is Nebraska football this year? Like, we impressed with Nebraska at all? Right. USC's only real road game they've had this year against a real road team has been Illinois, and they lost 34-32, and it could have been worse than that. Illinois had that fumble that they were going down to score late in the game, and they fumbled.
Yeah, but USC also could have won that game if they hadn't scored too early and given Illinois the ball back with 2 minutes. It was the inevitability of – and USC's defense is much improved in comparison to the Grinch years. The Grinch who stole any chance for USC to win games because the defense was so abysmal.
Football joy.
Yeah, literally. But they still lost that game.
Yeah.
And they still were victims of old habits. And winning the game against Michigan meant something.
Yeah.
They do have to start a walk-on running back this week.
Yeah.
But he was awesome last week against Michigan. King Miller, which is also a
an
top
elite
name in college football, ran for 158 and had 2 catches for 14 yards against Michigan. He's really good, but again, are you really good going on the road in a hostile environment against a Notre Dame team? That's pretty big up front.
Yeah. In Notre Dame, they've played 2 good offenses so far in Texas A&M and Miami, and their defense was not able to stop them. I mean, Miami scored 27 in the rain.
Yeah.
And then Texas A&M, who then again, you know, if you looked at it right now, based on what we know in college football, and we don't think anybody's like amazing or awesome, Miami, Texas A&M could be your national championship game.
Yeah.
And those are the 2 teams that Notre Dame has lost to. Lincoln Riley against ranked teams 1-5 on the road at USC against ranked teams. So Saturday night, South Bend. But if you're a big-time program, you beat Michigan at home, this is the kind of game you can come back and you win. If you're a big-time program, you can come back and you compete.
And Jordan,
you compete in this game. And the point spread says,
awesome.
and the point spread says you're not going to compete in this game.
No.
That's what the point spread says.
They have some other injuries going on too.
I left out one thing on Tennessee, Bama. Joey Aguilar was shaky on the road against Mississippi State. Second SEC road game right here. It's going to be a Saturday night in Tuscaloosa. You look at his home road splits the last 2 years. It's 25 touchdowns to 5 picks at home. It's, I think, 12 touchdowns to 13 picks on the road. So, just right.
My other game of the week in college football, I'm taking the Holy War. I'm taking number 23 Utah at number 15 BYU. First ranked Holy War since 2009. First ranked Holy War since they were both in the Big 12. Probably the biggest game in the state of Utah in the last 15 years. And I have trivia for you, John Roser, courtesy of my father.
Okay.
From like a week ago. Can you name the 6 former members of the Western Athletic Conference, shout out the WAC, who made it into a power conference? 6 former WAC schools that are now competing in one of the 4 power conferences.
All right. So Utah and BYU.
Congratulations, you're 2 of 6.
That made it into a Power 4.
That were in the WAC.
Baylor?
Nope. Never a WAC school.
Ooh, they were never a WAC school. TCU?
Yes. All right. It's a good one. I didn't know if you'd get that one.
TCU. I mean, Houston was not a WAC school,
Houston
were they?
was not a WAC
Houston,
school.
Texas Tech was not a WAC school,
No.
were they?
But you do have another one in that state.
In the state?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not Baylor?
It's not Baylor.
That
It's
made
one
it.
that you rarely remember that they made it out. It's a recent escape. It's a former American school.
UTSA is not a Power
No.
4. Neither is North Texas.
They are coast to coast in this conference.
What do you mean coast to coast in
Like
this
the conference goes coast to coast, sea to shining sea. They're in the
Oh,
ACC.
SMU?
There you go. The
Oh,
SMU
wow.
Mustangs.
Yeah.
And I don't think
SMU.
you're going to get the other two because people never
Colorado?
remember. No, but that side of the country.
Yeah.
They're both in the same state. So they're a university in their state.
I mean, we're
school.
Oregon State and Washington
No.
State at one point. San Diego State,
No.
they're not in a power conference. Yeah,
Not
I
in
don't
California.
know.
Arizona and Arizona State.
They were WAC schools?
WAC
Oh,
schools
wow.
back in the day.
Yeah, did
There
not
you
know
go.
that.
I'm excited about this game. There is connectivity all over the place. Both coaches played at BYU. Both coaches played for Lavelle Edwards at BYU. To me, this is the Devon Dampier breakout game. He's been having such a good season. He hasn't gotten a ton of hype. He ran for 120 yards last week against Arizona State, threw the ball just 7 times. BYU has a pretty good run defense, so they'll probably have to get more dynamic on that stance. But Utah has the Utah has the best third down conversion rate in the country, and they're third in scoring in the country on red zone trips. So their offense has been efficient, and it all comes down to Dampier. I'm excited for this game. I love a good Big 12 matchup. Big 12 after dark.
Yeah, it's a night one.
It is
so
night,
all
right? Yeah.
the games we've
It's
mentioned
not.
outside of
Big
Georgia,
12
Ole Miss.
after
Georgia,
dark.
Ole Miss is 2:30, but the other one's BYU, Utah
I
is
have
7
a
o'clock
wedding
on
Saturday
Fox.
night. I'm a little peeved about it.
What is it with you and
It
weddings?
never ends. This is Chris's, though.
You
I mean,
are-
it's mine, too. I'm friends with him as well.
You two are way too nice to other people and
That's
have
the problem.
too many friends.
Too many friends. No new friends. No new weddings.
Yeah.
Can't handle it.
Need fewer friends.
I'm just going to tell you, we have this one on Saturday. Then we have a wedding on a Thursday next week.
The hell is that?
Yeah.
So
But it's
you've got-
locally. Everything's local now.
I don't. You know what?
My
I don't.
travel weddings are done.
I don't mind that.
A
Getting
local wedding? Or on
and
a
on
Thursday?
and on a Thursday. One.
I don't mind if I can drive.
Yeah, right. There's no partying aspect to it, and
Yeah.
it's you know what? It probably saves that couple. They're balling on a budget.
There
Good
you
for
go.
them.
All right, your first NFL game is.
What was my first NFL game?
Your first NFL game is Colts Chargers.
Okay, here's why. I don't buy the Colts like everybody else does.
Okay.
I want to see this. Now, this game also, the Chargers are not going to have Joe Alt, and Justin Herbert has seemingly been running for his life since Joe Alt went out.
Life.
Yes, he is running for his life. The play he made at the end of that Dolphins game to get the ball to Ladd McConkey was freaking amazing. But on the other side of it, so everybody's like, man, the Colts have kicked the crap out of teams. Okay, well, this is who the Colts have kicked the crap out of. The Dolphins, the Titans, and the Raiders, who are absolute dumpster fires. So, their other wins are the Broncos.
Which was a weird ending to that game.
They got the leverage play is BS. They should not have won that game because the guy missed the kick.
Mm-hmm.
And then they beat the Cardinals minus Kyler Murray 31-27. So, and then they lost to the and then they lost to the Rams.
fraudulent.
I'm just saying I don't think they're 5-1 and I'm not.
You're saying
I'm not-
Indiana Jones.
I'm saying they're
might
not.
have been asserted a little too early.
I'm saying if you're asking me who are the teams I would trust in the AFC in the playoffs, they're going to be down the list. Like I'm still going Chiefs, I'm still going Bills. I would still take the Ravens over them, as long as the Ravens could be healthy. They're just other teams that I just. But the Chargers, I don't know. Like without Joe Alt, like their offensive line is a mess.
Yes.
Like it is. They can't
it's not
protect
just
him.
Joe Alt.
No.
3 starters at this point.
Yeah. And
It's
Slater's been
awful.
down
They have
all
no
year.
run game.
Like,
Their running backs.
yes.
They need to trade for a running back.
Yes.
I would love for them to.
They were hoping Omarion Hampton was going to be able to be the number 1 back right away,
He gets hurt.
And he clearly, he's gotten hurt, and they don't,
But because his receivers have been awesome.
It's-
That's where the way
Keenan
that
Allen is a baller.
The way that Chargers offense, the first few weeks of the season, was humming
Yes.
between Allen and
Quentin Johnson.
Quentin Johnson, who can
And
now
he's-
hold on to the ball, and he's been
he's-
excellent. But he was hurt last week too.
He was hurt last week also.
Anyway, I'm a Justin Herbert truther, and I will continue
Jess,
to
I
stand
think
on
you're.
this
I
wall.
think you're on the right side of Herbert.
The right side of history?
I do. I
The
think
right
you're on
side
the
of
right.
Herbertstery?
Yeah.
Herbertstery?
Herstery. Well, no, that's
I am
Women's
on
History
the right
Month.
side
Yeah.
of Herbert
You're-
Street.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think you are. Herbert's a baller.
My first NFL game, I am a sicko. I picked Titans Patriots because I want to watch Mike Vrabel run up the score to whatever degree he can against his former team. The headline in the Boston Globe this week, Mike Vrabel should be grateful he got fired by the Titans. Now the NFL's biggest train wreck.
Yeah.
You could not have, I understand the notion of firing Brian Callahan, and there's been disputes that this is the reason they did it, but that they didn't want to have to do it after losing to Mike Vrabel and the Patriots,
Yeah.
so you do it before. But by doing it before, you just set up like a script writer's dream of the Titans, who just fired their coach because they're so bad, have to go up against Mike Vrabel, who has the Patriots humming. Drake May has been awesome. I genuinely enjoy watching Drake May play football right now. So we'll see how it goes for the struggling Titans. And the funniest thing possible would be if the Titans have some life.
So I think they might have life.
If Mike McCoy gives the Titans a fraction of life.
I think they will have life.
Okay.
Now they might just really, really suck.
They might be too bad to, life might not matter.
To cover the number. But I was like, you know what? If Callahan was coaching the game, I think the Patriots might beat them 42-3. Like it could be a bloodbath. But there's always that first game after you fire the coach, you've got a little life because it's like, holy crap, we don't have to listen to that guy anymore.
When the leaders on the team step into a place of, hey guys, this is a new time period for us. We can start fresh. So, yeah.
I could also see Mike Vrabel being like, oh, a rookie quarterback?
Yeah, let me
Okay, we're about to mess you up. We're about to really mess you. Not that Cam Ward's been awesome anyway.
Right,
but,
exactly. All right, your second game is the Cowboys Commanders.
Yeah, so this is, I'm looking for fun.
I like fun.
And I think this is the most fun game of the weekend.
I like
Cowboys
points.
Commanders. CeeDee Lamb is back. CeeDee Lamb said he's going to play. Without CeeDee Lamb, the Cowboys offense ranked top 3 in the NFL. This is without CeeDee Lamb, ranked top 3 in yards per play, EPA per play, and QBR. Dak has been awesome. This game is going to be so fun. The Cowboys offense is not their problem. Meanwhile, the Commanders on the other side, I think they're going to be able to score because they're going to be pissed off about what they had. They turned it over. They had turned it over twice in the red zone on Monday night. It was one of those freaking games like my team had with the Jaguars where you're like, holy crap, we're beating ourselves. What are we doing here? So I think bounce back for the Commanders also and the Cowboys offense. I think this game is going to be amazing to watch. Cowboys games are shootouts. They are because they can't defend anybody. There are people like watching shootouts.
I love a shootout.
Let's go. Football
shootouts, not real life shootouts.
Yeah, not real life shootouts.
Thank you for the clarification there. I appreciate you saving me. My last game is Eagles-Vikings, just from a standpoint of what are the Eagles? And if they have a chance to bounce back, this Vikings team, especially the Vikings run defense, which has not been good, a perfect opportunity for Saquon Barkley to be Saquon Barkley again. He's had 23 touches over the last 2 games. Through 6 games this season, 95 carries for 325 yards and 3 touchdowns. That is a disappointing, even with an expected drop-off coming from a season like he had last year, that is still a very big drop-off for Saquon. We also get the Carson Wentz revenge game.
They should be happy about it. When my running back had a historical season, he didn't play till week 10 the next year. So enjoy it, Eagles fans. At least he's on the field.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
I am intrigued. I wish that the Niners were healthy. Evergreen statement in my household and your household, because I think Niners Falcons would be really fun.
I think it would be too. Kittle's back.
Falcons might just talk about a shootout. That's the only chance for the Niners.
It's the only chance for us.
Because the Falcons are going to score.
And I just watched the Falcons defense stop Josh Allen. Yeah. It'll be interesting. We're going to be fired up for Sunday night. We'll see how we go. Here's my hope. We have not gotten an interception in 13 games. 13 straight games, the 49ers have not gotten an interception. Penix will throw it to you. Like, he throws some balls that are like, he almost threw a couple against Buffalo that were like, yo, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing?
The one dropped in the middle of the field that would have been, there was no one stopping whoever it was.
Was it at the end of the game?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been a pick six the other way. Absolutely.
I really needed a pick six from the Buffalo defense.
Yeah, for the fantasy.
Yeah, it's a fantasy problem.
Okay.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We're drafting things in our 40s or in their 40s or in its 40s. If it has the number 40 through 49 in it can be drafted.
Yeah, it can be drafted.
So we'll do that.
This
we'll
is
do
in
some
honor
music
of
our 40-year-old kings, Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers, reminding us that they can keep doing it. And shout out LeBron James. I hope your sciatica gets better soon.
Yeah, man.
We'll miss you here in Memphis. People are sad. We'll come back. We'll draft. We'll do some Music Friday. Get into the rest of our day when we come back.
The countdown to the 2025-2026 Grizzlies season is on, and our 10-game packs are the ticket to your ultimate fan experience. Whether you want to see the big names or just cheer on your team on the weekend, you can save money on a ticket pack that fits you. Choose from 4 different pack varieties or stack multiple packs to make sure you don't miss any marquee matchup or electric atmosphere this season. Visit Grizzlies.com packs to get your ticket pack today.
The second annual Hoops for St. Jude Tip-Off Classic is on Monday, October 27th at FedEx Forum. Don't miss Memphis women's basketball as they take on the Vanderbilt Commodores, or the long-awaited return of former Memphis head coach John Calipari when his Arkansas Razorbacks face the University of Memphis Tigers in charity exhibitions to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com, or you can get them at the FedEx Forum box office.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Playing in front of these fans is going to be the best feeling in the world. I'm super excited to play in front of them.
Let's go, let's go.
They give us a lot of energy, show us a lot of love. You know, I always say get tickets, but there are 6 men and we need them more than ever.
We're proud of it. Different energies, Memphis energy.
I love playing in front of the Memphis fans. They're rowdy, they're loud.
We all are one. We all are Memphis.
Just walking through FedEx Forum, what's that been like for you?
To be back here knowing that this is going to help St. Jude, it's going to recognize Fred Smith. Yeah. Come on now, what he did as an individual. It's going to highlight the city and that what this great place is. There's not many cities like Memphis.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Welcome back, welcome back. We are drafting things in the 40s. That's a good way to put it. Things in the 40s. Does it include something from age or number 40 to 49? It can be included in this here draft. And because you are the guest of honor, Roser, and because you came up with this draft, I'm giving you the first pick.
No duck race?
No duck race today.
Okay.
Because I want to see where you go with it. Yeah, take that duck race out of here.
Oh, I mean, I should have.
Oh, wait, we had such cute little AI slop characters. Okay, let's see who won just for fun, because Roser's a little baseball bat holding a baseball bat. Oh, and music.
Oh, there's music with it.
Oh, you're gonna win. You can, this
No,
is
you're
how
gonna
this
win fair and square.
No, that's how this happens. I know.
I'm a
I
little
see these.
teacup.
I see these stupid races all the time. I know how this works.
Look at me prance across the finish line.
Why does my character look like a penis? What is that?
I have like nice little latte art in my coffee cup.
You look like the Beauty and the Beast cup.
I'm Chip. Female
Is it
Chip.
Chip? Female
Yeah.
Chip. Yeah.
But I give you the first pick.
Yeah.
Out of the
Okay.
kindness of my heart.
Well, I can go music lyric, or I can just go. I should have had a visual with this, but
Okay.
it's Michael Jordan wearing the 4-5. You come back like and then Jay-Z said, when I come back like Jordan wearing the 4-5.
Okay.
Michael Jordan's 45. Could have gone Shinedown's 45. But
You
Michael
know,
Jordan's 45.
When I think of an athlete wearing a number in the 40s, it's not the first one that comes to mind. So I'm
Sean,
also
you
going to take.
you think of Sean Kemp,
No.
Bo Outlaw.
I think of one of the most important figures in sports history.
Okay.
Give me Jackie Robinson's 42.
No, that's fair.
42.
That's
it's synonymous
fair.
with Jackie
It is.
Robinson,
It's
retired
synonymous,
across
yeah.
baseball. Give me 42.
Yeah.
You can take MJ's 45. I'll take Jackie Robinson. Mine has meaning.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to my favorite band.
Okay.
So my number 2 is going to be the song number 41 by Dave Matthews Band. It is the best song they've ever made. If you're a casual, it's not a radio song, but it's one of those that if you're a fan, you know the song, and it is the best song he's ever made. It's probably not my favorite, but it widely regarded by fans as the best song he's ever made. And concert-wise, it absolutely a massive fan favorite. The first time I saw him at Beale Street Music Festival, it was like Peak of Powers 2000, 2001. They opened with it. It was
Okay.
amazing. Awesome. Number 41. Great song.
I'm going to turn to movies,
That's a personal one.
and I'm going to say, oh, Kelly Clarkson. Give me the 40-year-old virgin.
Ooh.
Give me the 40-year-old
Okay,
virgin
that's a
starring
good one.
Steve Carell.
Okay, the 40-year-old version's a good one because it's
Thank you.
legit funny.
Funny movie.
Like that movie. So
Makes me laugh to this day.
Because when I texted you about the idea, I said like, "This is 40."
Which is fine, but I wouldn't
It's
put it
fine,
in a draft.
but it's not like that movie's not like funny. Like it's also depressing. There's some very depressing stuff in there for
Very.
adulthood and parenthood.
Yes.
Yeah.
A nice Judd Apatow classic.
Hey, look, Jacob, don't. No, it's the number sign 41, not number spelled out. Like, come on, you are such a casual. Oh my gosh, that upsets me. That upsets me. I know I'm being very unk right now with my Dave Matthews Band song. I know that. Come on, man. There we go. Way better.
All
Way
right.
better.
Wait, let him put my 40-year-old virgin.
Oh yeah,
up there,
you got to get
please.
40-year-old
Thank
virgin.
you.
By the way, you don't spell out 40 on 40-year-old virgin either, Jacob.
He knows.
It's number 4. Yeah, I know he knows that.
He
Yeah,
knows.
there we go.
Okay.
Is it the club? It's 2 clubs actually here. Jay-Z's 40-40 Club, or I prefer this one. Jose Canseco, Barry Bonds, Alex Rodriguez, Alfonso Soriano, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Shohei Ohtani. What do those 6 have in common? They are the only 6 members of baseball's 40-40 Club, 40 home runs and 40 stolen bases in a season.
Okay.
So the Major League Baseball, the 40-40 Club, or Jay-Z's 40-40 Club if you want to get drunk, if that even is still a thing. Is that even open anymore?
Speaking of getting drunk, with my number 3 pick, give me a good old 40-ounce bottle of malt liquor or beer. I'm taking a 40.
When's the last time you drank malt liquor?
I thought you were going to ask the last time I had a 40. I got a 40 at Gus's.
I was going to say, and then
Like last
Rayford's.
year.
Does Rayford still do 40s?
And I got a 40. I got a 40 at Rayford's
Yeah,
back in May.
Okay, so then
yeah, so
Rayford's-
I've had a 40 recently, but I do not usually do a 40 in malt. That's for the real ones.
So Rayford's does liquor, though. They do a lot of liquor now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone does liquor now.
Jacob, what are you humming over here?
Wait, don't write malt liquor. I'm not taking it of malt liquor. My preference would be a 40 of beer.
Oh, just a 40 ounce.
And
Just a 40
preferably, I would also like to include in my getting of 40, I also get Edward 40 Hands, which
You
is
get
one of
Edward
my
40 Hands,
favorite
yeah.
college drinking games of all time.
I watched-
And back in my heyday,
Yeah.
I was an elite Edward 40 hander.
There's a
I
guy I knew in college. A guy I cannot remember his name, but he used to do Edward 40 Hands in college with Mad Dog 2020 malt liquor. Yeah, crazy guy liked to party. No, I get that 40. I'm glad Rayford still does the 40s. The old Rayfords down here, which is the Weekend Hang Suite or whatever, that used to be the original Rayfords. I'm very old. They only did 40s. There was no liquor in the place. It was only 40s. When you bought beer, it was 40s, and they didn't do liquor. Number 4, E40. E40.
You have that on your list.
Bay Area goat. See, I didn't have 49ers, but it kind of tied in. E40.
Dusted and disgusted.
E40.
Oh, I don't like your impersonation of that.
And and he
Tell me when to go.
He coined
Tell
Niner
me when to
Gang.
go.
Coined the Niner Gang.
Yeah.
Bang bang Niner Gang.
He's like the best Bay Area celeb.
Too short.
For no, but I mean from a shows up at games regularly for all the teams standpoint.
Yes,
like E40's always there.
Yeah.
Chris has a picture with E40 at the Warriors championship parade from a few years back. All right, good pick, good pick. I'm gonna take Super Bowl 49. One of the best Super Bowls of all time. Why didn't the Seahawks just run the ball? Why didn't he give it to Marshawn Lynch? Why? It's the Malcolm
agree.
Butler pick game. Russell Wilson right into his hands. Patriots win 28-24. It's a classic when you know a game based on like one single play.
Yeah.
And that is how that Super Bowl is. So I'll take Super Bowl 49.
I love that for multiple reasons.
Because I thought you'd really like it. The
Just
Seahawks
the Seahawks
lost
losing
in embarrassing fashion.
I love that. It has caused Richard Sherman still to this day. I don't think he ever wears Seahawks gear anymore. I never see him wear. He always wears 49ers
it caused that entire
stuff.
defense to hate Russell Wilson till the test of time.
They still hate
So-
Russell Wilson, who was the bane of my existence for a decade. And I think a great, excellent pick. I think probably the best pick in this draft so far is the Seahawks losing.
Thank you.
Number 5 is myself. I'm 40. It's myself.
You're so annoying.
Because look, no, these are things you have to love
Congrats
yourself.
for making it to 40.
You have to learn to love yourself. And I'm 40.
Oh, yeah, you just turned 40.
I'll be 41 in a month.
Yeah.
Less than a month,
I
actually.
meant like your most recent birthday was your 40th.
Yeah, my most recent birthday was my 40th. I'm coming up on my
Okay.
Dave Matthews year in a second. But you got to love yourself. You got to be proud of yourself.
Okay.
You know?
Here I thought I was going to have to dig into my bag, but
E40 is kind of my 49ers one, Jacob. E40 Niner Gang. And if I pick the 49ers, it's way too easy for me to do that. So
I was going to pick the 49er Gold Rush, not even the 49ers.
The 1949. That is nerd as hell.
I will take 40 winks. I love a nap. Naps are my best friend. I take a nap every day. I love a quick 40 winks. The best nap is a 40 wink nap. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
That's the way we go about. I could have also taken Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. That
Yep.
would have been fun. Thought about
Afro
taking
Man.
4 or 5 seconds, but that got weird because it is technically like 4 to 5 seconds. Like I never
Yeah.
knew, I'm bad with lyrics, so I never
Right.
knew if it was 45 or 4 to 5. I think it's 45. But it's spelled 4 or 5 seconds. It's one of my favorite songs.
4 or 5 seconds.
I always put a little extra in there.
It's 4 or 5.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
about
take it.
basically like I'm about 4 or 5 seconds from.
I thought about taking LeBron James because he is our 40-year-old king. I thought about taking Serena Williams, who was 40 when she played in her last U.S. Open. I thought about taking Leonardo DiCaprio, who's probably our best male actor in his 40s right now, our most
he?
popular movie star.
Is he?
I think he is.
How
I think
old's
he's the
Leo?
biggest box office driver.
Yeah, he's younger than Brad Pitt now. Brad Pitt's got to be in his 50s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt's in his 60s, dude.
Brad Pitt's in his 60s?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shoot. Leo just turned 50.
Leo
So
turned
that
50.
wouldn't have worked. My bad.
Leo.
Sorry, I forget because he still dates 18-year-olds, so he's eternally one age in my mind. I had the 40 Thieves from the Arabian Nights.
Okay.
You know, when they sing in Aladdin, because Alibaba had his 40 thieves. 40 thieves stole all the wedding gifts.
I've
from
seen Aladdin
and
maybe one
Jasmine.
time.
Okay.
Same with the
Weird
Lion.
flex.
Same with the Lion King.
I had the 40-hour work week, but I hate the 40-hour work week, so I didn't want to take it.
It's better.
And we don't work a 40-hour work week. We this time of year work the 100-hour work week, so it felt wrong to take.
It's better than the 70-hour work week, which
That
we're
was my
about to be
list.
at, or 80-hour work week we're about to be at. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you crushed it.
Thank you.
But I did it to myself on purpose. I will say, people know. I see the chat. Y'all know, and I kind of tanked it. I picked my own stuff. Like I'm not trying to appeal to the masses on this.
You stayed true to yourself.
I stayed true to myself on this.
That's lovely.
And yeah, I didn't pick the 49ers because it was just that was too easy for me to do. E40 is kind of the tie-in with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other stuff is it's authentic. Love yourself, people. Don't be afraid to put yourself on a list. Love yourself. Yeah.
If you don't put yourself on a list, who's going to do it for you?
Exactly.
You know, I wasn't sitting here taking Roser with the 5th pick.
Yeah.
So there you go.
People never get the flowers while they can still smell them.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Tell people you love them and appreciate them.
Absolutely.
And that includes yourself.
Absolutely.
Any new music you're listening to? Before we get out of here?
We talked about this before the show. We talked about something else. Ty Dolla $ign's new album came out, Tycoon.
Khalid's new album came out, and I really appreciate it.
He's really good.
I love him.
Didn't
he has a
get
song
outed
that's like straight
recently?
out of
Isn't
2001.
Didn't he just get like outed?
No, don't tell me that.
No.
No.
Was that him?
No.
Well, no. It's Bush. How it happened? Like
No.
Apparently, yeah.
No. What are you talking about?
Yeah, his ex outed him because he's gay and he was not.
Oh, good for him. I thought you meant like outed him for doing something bad.
No, but it was like he was not.
Oh, that's messed up. His ex outed him so he couldn't come out on his own terms. Oh,
right.
that's gross.
Yeah, no, it was BS. No, he is awesome.
Oh, no wonder he makes such great music.
No, he does. He makes no, that guy makes awesome music. Ty Dolla $ign's new album came out called Tycoon. I've listened to a couple songs on it. It's Ty Dolla $ign. I mean, his music's all kind of. I mean, it's kind of is what it is. It's for bad bees in the club.
Yeah.
But
Love bad bees in the club.
Yeah, bad bees in the club, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
We were going to have a conversation about which musical artists would still be relevant in a music history class in 50 years.
Because we were talking about Jelly Roll before the show, and I was like, in however many years his music is going to be totally forgotten.
Yeah.
It could be 5 years his music's forgotten.
Most likely.
And it got us, we were thinking, we're like, in music history class, like 50 years from now, who of this current era, the last 25 years or so, whose music will be taught in a music history class like 50 years from now?
And we came up with
the four were...
There's 4 absolutes.
4 absolutes were...
Taylor Swift.
Beyonce.
Kanye West.
Kendrick Lamar. Their music will be taught in the history of music.
I will add Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny? That's fair.
I will add Bad Bunny.
That's fair. I mean,
from a global standpoint.
From a global standpoint of what he's been able to do, yes.
Okay, who else? Of the last 20 years.
Of the last 20 years. See, I asked you about Jay-Z, and I don't think I don't think it'll be his music,
but his business. And I think the same with Rihanna.
Acumen,
I think Rihanna's business acumen will be taught. Does Eminem count in the last 25 years?
I feel like, early 2000s.
That's fine. I would include that. Usher, maybe, from a performance standpoint. I think Usher stays. I think Usher has staying power. I think Adele has staying power.
Adele's interesting.
And from a business standpoint as well.
Yeah.
You want to know who will? Absolutely, Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Lady Gaga will, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Lady Gaga will. She will.
I would have in the past said Katy Perry, but she has fallen. I'm not trying to.
What about country?
Yes,
There's got to be country artists.
Yeah, but who?
Zach Bryan?
No.
Okay. He's a prick, it seems like.
Yeah, but then he comes back around and will do. I don't know. I think he's a complicated individual.
I think he's complicated too. I also think he makes
like his music.
Freaking amazing music. He does. He's so good at making music. Morgan Wallen?
I don't think he has the importance power.
I don't think he does either. Who is important?
Shabuzi. I love Shabuzi.
Shout out Shabuzi. Shout out Shabuzi. Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, but I don't count her as country. She'll have staying power because she'll be taught from she's the most successful,
Child.
Ariana Grande's in that mix too.
Bieber? Will Bieber's
from
music
child
be remembered?
stars to continued success. Yeah, but then Bieber's now
I can tell you,
synonymous
I have
with
listened to less music this year than any year before in my
I've
life.
actually struggled listening to music this year as
But
well.
I like Bieber's albums. I like the albums he put out. I enjoy them. They're nice listens. They're easy to listen
They're
to.
easy to listen to, but
I can
do you remember them?
No, but I can throw them on while I'm doing something,
Yeah, I
and
do the
I
same
don't
thing.
like.
If I'm looking to put an album on in the background, that's
Yeah.
one of the 15 that I've cycled through this
Like
year.
our buddy Randall wants me to listen to the Jay Electronica album. And
It's a good album.
I believe
It's a great
it.
album.
Jay Electronica's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you want me to listen to Jay Electronica the way you need to listen to Jay Electronica, like I got to sit down.
It's not a
and
do while
really-
doing chores and read every
Right.
lyric and go
Exactly.
through the mix. Yeah.
Like I can't.
No, it's very
I
true.
can't start unloading, loading the dishwasher, doing the laundry to Jay Electronica
Chris
music.
Stapleton.
Stapleton's interesting.
Perhaps.
Stapleton's interesting. Who are the biggest country artists in the world right now?
Morgan Wallen.
I know. Yeah. Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
Bon Iver. Whatever. Whatever. Bon Iver. Bon Iver. Daft Punk.
They might be taught from, as someone who took a lot of music classes, you have to hit every genre.
I mean,
So
Pharrell will be in there too.
Pharrell would be in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Because if you're going production
what's my
too,
dude's
it's
name?
Pharrell and Kanye.
John Baptiste would be in a
John
class
Baptiste.
somewhere.
Yeah. If we're gonna go outside of mainstream music, like
Yeah.
like Daft Punk and John Baptiste.
I mean, you'll have a. Here's how you get a country artist in. You'll have a chapter on American Idol contestants who ended up carving careers. So you'll have Kelly Clarkson, you'll have Jennifer Hudson, you'll have Fantasia, you'll have Carrie Underwood.
I don't know if
You'll
you
have
can
Adam Lambert.
teach. I will also say I don't know if it will. I'll add one more to the hip hop genre because I don't think if you're going to go through like the history of hip hop, if you're doing a music history class 50 years from now, I don't think you can talk about this last 10 to 12 years without Future.
That's fair.
And his influence. Like you can't, yeah.
Ooh, Sierra mentioned. That's exciting.
Sierra?
She'll get mentioned.
Oh, she will
in a
get
chapter
mentioned.
with Future, there will be
Sierra-
some mention of Sierra.
Sierra 1-2 step.
And I'm happy that Missy, but I would count Missy in like the 90s, 2000s.
Yeah, Missy's.
Then that's not,
And
I'm
yeah.
not talking about that era. We're talking about this specific
If
era
you're
putting out
talking,
music right
if you
now.
talk from like 2010 to now, like
Yeah.
I think Taylor, Beyonce, Kendrick, and Kanye still apply to that.
And I really think Lady Gaga's in that
And
mix.
Lady Gaga, I'm with you on Lady Gaga. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Okay.
I think those are 5 absolutes.
Shores.
5
Four
absolutes. 4 absolutes.
5 I'm pretty confident
5.
on.
Gaga's the one we're pretty confident on,
Yeah.
and then the rest are. We'll.
Where does Chris Brown fix it?
I don't think we'll be alive 50 years from now. We might be. I'd be 90. Can I make it to 90?
If everyone's alive, you're probably alive because the age range will
I smoked
increase.
cigarettes for a long
That's
time.
true. You are
A long
starting
time.
at a
But I've
at a loss.
I've quit. I haven't smoked in over a year now.
You've brought your lungs back to life.
A little bit.
Yeah. And your liver.
I got on a treadmill yesterday. They're not totally back to life.
All right, that'll do it for us on a Friday. We'll all be watching Grizzlies Heat tonight, right? You're
Yeah,
all
of
watching
course.
it with us, right?
Of course.
Well, we're watching it.
Yeah.
I'm asking the people. If they'll be watching Grizzlies Heat with us on a beautiful Friday night. The weather is supposed to turn a little bit Saturday night. We're supposed to get some storms. I think this might be our last 80-degree day of 2025. Never say never. False fall gets me every time, but I think we really are moving into fall temps. So we will be back on Monday. We'll have a busy football weekend to recap. We'll see how the MLB playoffs shake out. We'll also be celebrating Grizzlies game week next week. We will see you then. Have a good one. Bye.
Peace.